Hello everybody and welcome to Face Noir. I have no idea what those two words are doing together, but this is a noir adventure game, so at least one of those words is accurate. Everyone's favorite actress, Emily. Off a plane goes. Oh, what? Okay.
Greta, I have to stop that plane from leaving.
What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. You get the car. It's hidden in the trees near the entrance. The keys are on the dash.
Okay.
Keep the engine running. We need to leave as soon as I get the girl.
Jack.
Yes?
Be careful.
There's no time to be careful. Not this time. Greta, go.
Okie dokie.
It's too late.
Oh.
It looks like you're too late, Del Nero.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you on that plane?
I hate traveling. I'm not the kind of guy who crosses the desert on a camel. I prefer the comfort of the big city. Moreover, had I left, I would have missed the chance to deal with you.
Sounds like Will Anderson.
You made me look ridiculous in the eyes of the organization, and I don't have any intention of letting you get away with it.
And what do you want to do? Kill me? I can see it on your face that you've never shot anyone. You're not that kind of guy. You send your men to do your dirty work.
You're right. I've never shot anyone, even though many men and women died because I ordered it.
How brave.
But you know, there's a first time for everything.
Oh, well.
It was destiny, Del Nero.
That's the end. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Face Noir. We'll get... Oh.
It had to be a little past 4 in the afternoon. I had just lit one of the many cigarettes that fill my days with no clients, when a middle-aged guy comes into my office with 2 caterpillars for eyebrows and a cigar hanging from his mouth.
Looks like
he introduces himself
Patrick
as Harvey
Stewart.
Weber, the owner of Weber Company, a meat house in Larchmont. After 10 minutes of pointless chatter about his job, he gives me a photograph. Susan Weber, 20 years old, Harvey's stepdaughter. He tells me all about her carefree lifestyle, her dreams of becoming an actress, and how she
we know what happens to people like that in noir
how he keeps
stories.
getting bills for clothes, shoes, and other things that might catch the eye of a 20-year-old girl with a well-heeled old man. Harvey, because of his divorce agreement with his ex-wife, is responsible for supporting the girl until she turns 21. So the kid decides to take advantage of her old man while she can and spend as much as possible until she turns 21. But Harvey Weber isn't one to sit on his hands, and he got his attorneys on the case.
This
they
is
think that if
thrilling
Susan were caught
noir
having an
stuff.
affair that her old man wouldn't know,
Legal-
they could bring the evidence to
legal
court and get her cut
trouble.
off. Just one photograph would do it, according to Harvey. I take the job. I'll get him that photograph. The whole thing will cost him $30 a day, plus expenses, paid in advance. Harvey gives me a check for $30 and leaves my office. I cash the check, toss down something that can be called a dinner, and I'm already in Harlem. A few dollars got me a tip that Harvey Weber's kid might be around here. At the Last Heaven Hotel, to be precise.
Ooh. Classy name.
According to the information that I have, a few days ago, some blondie went on a shopping spree here in Harlem. In this neighborhood, if you have money to spend on clothes and jewelry, it's easy to get noticed. I even managed to find out that the girl was seen entering the Last Heaven Hotel.
Yeah, you told us that
I'd better
already.
ask a few questions. Just a pot. Looks like not even the shiny world of show business has managed to escape the grasp of the Great Depression.
Hold on one second. I should probably... The environmental sounds very loud. Let's bring them down a notch here. Alright, so... F1 helps. Okay.
The Second Life of Miss Gray, a film by Howard Paul, starring Vivian Leight. Vivian Leight, that's the same name that Harvey Weber gave me. From what he told me, his daughter greatly admires that actress. Fat Tommy's Laundry. Like the fact that some fat guy is washing my clothes is going to make me feel more certain of the results. Sitting down and reading the newspaper. I should have been a reception clerk. I would have certainly been healthier. There are photographs of black musicians hanging everywhere. Probably jazz players.
Why do you assume that, huh?
No, I don't see what I should do with... A wastebasket full of every kind of...
Well, you know how it works in adventure games.
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on.
Hi, do you own this place?
Well, depends on who wants to know.
I'm a private detective.
A private detective. I guess someone has gotten himself in trouble.
More or less. It's about a girl.
A girl, you say? There are a lot of them here. And for a few bucks, they can give you a night that will stay in your memories for a long, long time.
She's not a prostitute. Susan Weber, white, medium frame, blonde hair, 20 years, and pretty enough to cause her some troubles. Have you seen her?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not used to giving out information about my guests to the first person who happens by. People come here to have a place where no one can find them, and not just for a place where to sleep. And I try to help them with that as much as I can.
You must have a good imagination to call this hotel Last Heaven.
No fantasies or sentimentalities. They're not for me. At least not anymore. Well, this hotel belonged to my brother, Louis Fitzgerald Heaven. There were 9 of us, and he was the youngest. And that's why people called him the Last Heaven. When he bought the hotel, he didn't have any doubts about what to call it. At that time, this place was falling apart, but Louis was sure he could turn it into a good hotel, and he made it.
How come it's you running it now?
My brother can't take care of it anymore. In October 1926, some redneck who missed the good old days of slavery refused to pay his 3-day rent for the room. He said that he would have never given money to a Negro. And when my brother threatened to call the police, the guy pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger. Shot him in the guts. My brother died almost immediately. Even though he was small, he never let anyone to push him around. And what we all thought of as a quality eventually turned out to be what killed him. And the hotel stayed closed for years.
So you're not going to give us information on who stays here, but you are going to give us your life story.
It wasn't the same hotel anymore.
Did the police get the killer?
Well, you already know the answer. One day, great men will be able to change how things are, and there won't be any more hatred between blacks and whites.
Nowadays, they name streets in New York after these great men. And when that happens, it means they didn't meet with a happy ending. Come on, don't make a fuss. Tell me where I can find Ms. Weber.
Sorry, but you won't get anywhere by being pushy.
Forget about it.
Whatever you...
This job probably doesn't pay too much. I'm sure that with a little encouragement...
I'm here.
So where is the inventory? Ah, it's up here. Now what is the... There's also a detective inventory, so what does that do? Oh,
My
cool.
investing $20. A damn questionnaire, and anyone who wants to can stick their nose in your business. About 20. 10 bucks should be... These might make you change your mind.
Money to buy it? That must be one important girl you're looking for.
Enough for someone to hire me.
You know, lately, a lot of people like you have come by. They ask questions, look for people. Once, this hotel was considered one of the best in Harlem. Now it's become a shelter for criminals, easy women, and people who are running away from something. All it took was a couple of years of recession to turn New York into a cesspool. I wonder where this city's going to end up.
Where it always has. Nowhere.
You're always headed somewhere. Good or bad, you always have a direction. The day that New York will be rotten through and through, that will be the day that the good God himself will come down to crush it.
Don't count on that. I know people in this city who would manage to bribe your good God with a couple of well-aimed compliments.
Son, I guess you're not a believer.
I believe in whiskey, and in all those things that I can explain in a day.
He's the Noir
Without
protagonist.
faith, it's impossible to survive in this city.
Probably I just don't have anything worth believing in yet.
He's a
Anyway,
Noir
let's
protagonist.
end this catechism lesson, and tell me where I can find the girl.
You said her name is Susan Weber?
Susan Weber, with 2 B's.
How would he know?
Susan Weber.
How would he know that he
You
pronounced
gave me
it with
money in
one
exchange for
B?
information, but who says that I have it?
Dannazione. You must have a list with the names of your guests.
As I told you earlier, this hotel is a place where half the tenants are poor devils trying to get away from something. They usually don't give their real names. 100 John Smiths, a dozen George Washingtons, even a couple of Charlie Chaplins pass through this hotel.
So there is no room under the name Susan Weber?
That's right, son. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. If you want, you can take your money back.
Keep it. I'm sure it'll come in handy. There are some candies in this bowl.
Yeah, there
You
are.
shouldn't take those candies. They've been there for years.
I'll take my chances. I've put worse in my stomach. I'll keep it with me. There's no way I'm eating it, since I'd like to avoid getting dysentery.
Alright, let's see. Let's go upstairs.
It's pointless.
Is there some way we can look at the guest list, maybe?
Sitting down.
Son?
I have a question.
Tell me.
Ooh. Oh man, this is cool. Oh, we got some like Phoenix Wright style mechanics going on here.
Is there a woman called Late among your guests?
Late. Yes, she matches your description. White, young, and blonde. Is she the woman you're looking for?
Yes. What room is she in?
Room 313, 3rd floor, end of the hallway.
Thanks. I don't have anything.
Well, if you...
Alright. Progress.
Room 3.
Oh, well, this is a good sign.
Room 3.
I've finally gotten away from my clod of a stepfather. I couldn't take it anymore. He thought I should spend my entire life behind the counter
I think
of a
it's Harley
butcher shop.
Quinn.
I'm an actress. I was
Or
born to act in
Usagi's
Big
friend in
productions.
Sailor Moon.
Isn't that right, Teddy Bear?
Of course, baby. I'll make you the biggest
Maxfield
star
Stanton.
in Hollywood.
Yes, Howard. With you, I'll be the next Vivian Lake. Actually, you'll make me even more famous than her. You'll give me her parts and I'll exceed her. I'll be the number one.
Okay, there's no need for transplants.
Right, Teddy Bear? Right?
And here's our Susan. I'll take a few pictures of her with her teddy bear. and tomorrow morning I'll give them to Harvey Weber. This way I'll get the rest of my money.
Alright, well, let's grab it. Where? There it is.
No clue.
Alright. It was neat to show the inventory objects, but I'm gonna go back to classic view.
The keys of the car, of the off. I've heard Harvey Weber paid me to... All I have to do now is to get a picture of Susan while she's...
Oh, okay. And there's a window right there.
I don't hear...
The long walk.
Closed is just...
What?
Room... I don't hear it. It overlooks...
Darn it, there's no fast run.
It's today's... The usual news that comes out before the New York mayoral elections. Each candidate smears the others, trying to steal as many votes as possible. At the end, it will be the least immoral one who will win, or the one who'll do the best job in hiding his skeletons in the closet.
You probably can't see it. No, there's no way you can see it, but this paragraph starts with Lorem Ipsum is simply dummy text of the printing and typewriting industry. It's literally a story about Lorem Ipsum. That's an interesting way of doing it.
It's fine. Room...
Well, how do I open it?
No, it doesn't make... No clue. My investigator, $20. I don't see how I... No.
Well, what do you want me to do? Maybe I need to go to another location to get a, Here we go. Alleyway.
There's a dumpster. I can't go there. I can't go there. A gate. The cheapest way. It's closed. I'm afraid it would... There's a dumpster. There's a dump... I can't go there.
Okay, I need to look around a little bit here.
It's my car.
Maybe there'll be something in the trash. Always is in an adventure game. Come on.
I have better things to...
Oh, come on.
I have no intention... I think... It's closed.
Maybe the innkeeper, maybe the hotel manager will know.
Son?
Nope.
I don't...
Where?
A wastebasket. I'd rather...
What is this?
There's a little...
Wait. Okay. Let's crank up the heat.
I've heard Harvey Weber. Room 3.
Maybe I should do it to every single room. See what happens. Yeah. Let's heat it up.
I don't hear. I don't hear any.
Darn it. Oh wait, there's another...
Susan Weber's room number.
Oh.
Closed.
You're gonna have to work with me here.
Room. I've heard an Harvey Weber. All I have to do now is to get a picture of Susan while she's in the arms of her teddy bear.
But how would I... Well... Maybe I can distract him.
Son?
Nope.
I don't have.
Well,
It's hot as hell in this room. One day it's cold, the next one it's hot. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give an earful to the owner of this crappy room. You don't treat a future movie star this way.
Good. That must be our Susan's room. Now I have to find a way to open that gate. No.
Candy. Where's the candy?
No clue. I knew that it was a good one.
Oh, that's right, I have a lock-picking kit.
Dannazione. The lock just...
What? There we go.
It's too high.
It's one thing, it's another. Let's push this dumpster, come on.
I can't think of...
What?
That thing must be 10... That thing... A dumpster. There's a break here. The street is probably downhill a little, so if I unlocked it, the dumpster would roll.
Oh. Looks like it's time to lock it again. Oh, alright, well...
No clue. I don't see...
Out of curiosity, what does the question mark do? Ah, it shows all the hot spots. Good.
The theater's service entrance. This is right.
You have
No,
this.
it doesn't
Oh,
make it...
it's not locked in that sense.
There are some metal... Yes, I'll take... This bar could be helpful.
Yeah, well...
No. No. I don't see how it... Let's try. A manhole. I'll take the bar. A man... It doesn't make...
Well, I had something going on there.
Let's try. Unlocking the brake now won't help me. I have to find a way to place it.
Oh.
I'll take...
I gotcha. We'll put it here.
Let's try. Yes. It's too...
Well, just get on top there.
Okay.
Did I... Oh, okay, there I am.
The door... Closed.
Well, we don't need to go in there.
Now's the time to... I have to aim better. I need a more juicy shot. I need a more juicy shot.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I need a more juicy shot. Good. This shot
There.
will
Well, I
work
did
just
that earlier
fine.
and it didn't work. Whatever.
A photo of the stepdaughter necking with the first guy that promises to make her a star. This should be enough for Harvey Weber to get his lawyers involved, and it's definitely enough for me to get out of here.
This is one of the odder noir stories so far. I'm waiting for it to become a real noir story.
It's my car. I open the door and jump into the car, ignoring how the seats are getting soaked with my wet clothes. It's water. It'll dry sooner or later. I put the key in the ignition and start the engine. But something isn't working.
Boy.
The gas gauge is on E. The tank must be empty. Following a lead on a case and forgetting to fill up the tank. It's a rookie's mistake. Or maybe the mistake of someone who's simply starting to get sick of this life. I'll have to find another way to get out of here.
What? Really? Alright, well.
The subway. I'd rather walk than get...
Okay. As of currently, your options are limited. I guess we can go back in here and ask this guy.
Son?
Do you have a telephone?
Yeah, we had one.
You mean you don't have one anymore?
We do have the telephone, but it's just not working. I've been waiting for someone to come and fix it for weeks, but nothing so far. Yeah, the technicians come every 3 months to make sure that the control panel is working, but after a few weeks, there's no more dial tone.
So it's not the first time that it's broken?
In the last few years, I've called the technician at least 10 times, and every time he asks for more money. If this weren't a hotel, I'd get rid of it tomorrow.
Where is the control panel?
Oh, I don't have a clue. Must be somewhere outside the building, near the alley entrance.
I don't have...
Okay. Still have a couple more minutes in this video. That might be it right there. Oh, no, it's a mailbox.
Too bad, my old pen...
There it is. It's a little small, very hard to see, but there it is.
Let's have a look. This is no break. The cable was cut. The only way to make the telephone work again.
Well...
Yes, the can... Let's hope it worked. The candy... Sitting down.
Son,
Your telephone should...
do they also teach you how to repair telephones in your private detective training?
No, just to find out when someone's trying to rip you off. I suggest you call another technician next time. And if you could call me a cab now, I'd be very grateful.
Of course, son.
A night spent under the rain makes even this grubby old cab seem welcoming. The driver is a quiet guy, unlike most drivers who, on a dollar trip, are happy to tell you the story of their life.
That's a bad
the
sign.
only thing he asked was, where to? Essex Street was my only answer. Before going home, I have to return Greta's camera. I disappeared saying I'd get it back to her in a few days. It's been more than a week. The cab turns down Essex Street.
Oh, no, he took
Here
you
we
there.
are. The trip costs me $2. $1.50 fare, plus a 50-cent surcharge for the night rate. Night rate. I hate cab drivers.
Man, if only the cab
Good.
fare cost that
Greta's
much
place
then.
is still open. A sip of whiskey is just what I need to cap off today. It's a building. It's that half-wit Smiley.
Oh, Smiley.
Uh-oh. Here's the undaunted detective back from his dangerous mission.
Oh, man,
How
it's
many
Peter Lorre
unfaithful
wannabe.
husbands have you discovered tonight?
Not you, that's for sure.
Tough day, detective? But don't get upset. Fortune will look kindly on you sooner or later, just like it did for me today.
What the hell are you talking about?
Smiley had the chance of a lifetime. Goodbye, swindles and fake documents. We're talking about some real cash, cars, and the good life.
The recession doesn't seem to affect you, Smiley.
You do what you can. You know, guys like me are always in demand.
Since when have petty crooks been in demand?
Come on, detective. Don't let yourself be fooled by all those naysayers. I'm not as bad as they say.
Smiley, you'd sell your own mother for a couple bucks.
That might be true, detective, but don't be as naive as your old police pals. You know how the world works. I just do my job. If I can help someone in trouble with a few fake stamps and photographs, what's the harm? You aren't going to get all moral on me, telling me that my clients aren't honest people, are you? Everyone has the right to a second chance, and you should know that.
Yeah.
Right. Every respectable murderer should have the chance to create a new identity and commit crimes under a couple of false names.
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds
Detective,
bad.
You still think of yourself as a policeman. Too bad you were kicked out of that world. I still remember the headlines in the papers. Police scandal.
You do well to leave it off there, Smiley.
Don't get upset. We're just chatting.
Of course. Chatting. Why are you so excited tonight?
Smiley is changing his life. I've been offered a great job, and I'm going to accept it.
Did you find a free reptile cage at Central Park?
Our detective is always ready with a joke.
What kind of job offer could a snake like you have received?
Oh, sorry, detective, but I can't talk about it.
What kind of dirty business are you mixed up in this time?
Sorry, Detective, but we're talking about some serious stuff. And I can't talk about it with anyone, not even you. The only thing I can tell you is that at midnight, Smiley will get a telephone call from one of the most important people in the city.
Yeah, better to not know anything about your business. Goodbye.
Bye,
There was like a little sound which makes me think that that became like one of those ideas in his head that you can combine.
Hi, Greta. Pour me a whiskey.
Jack, do you remember that you've had my camera for over a week now? When are you planning to return it?
I actually finished using it tonight. I'll pull out the film roll and it's all yours.
Try not to break it when you pull the roll out. The winder has been broken for years, so you have to do it manually. I suggest you find a dark place when you do it. Otherwise, you can bid farewell to your precious photographs.
Okay.
It's been raining. It's one of those new neon signs.
Alright, so... where is a dark place?
The joint.
I can use a telephone, huh?
Hello.
I don't...
Bye.
Bye! Alright, well that's the first episode of Face Noir. We'll do some more on the next episode. I think the story will truly begin after this first chapter. So grab a snack and we'll be right back.